Following much dilly-dallying, the ruling alliance has finally struck a consensus on the sharing of seats. The equation for the much-touted poll partnership has also paved way to much clearer picture now, with Janata Samajwadi parting ways with the ruling alliance to join hands with CP-UML, while another Madhesi bloc, Loktantric Samajwadi, has jumped in to fill the void. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. The ruling coalition breaks the ice on sharing of seats for the upcoming November 20 elections. The Election Commission to publish final list of proportionate candidates today. In the face of parliamentary elections, impeachment motion and wait over the new House session, the Judiciary to remain under the acting Chief Justice for some more time. The Ukrainian military recaptures 2,400 square kilometers of territory in Kherson region in the south of the country since the beginning of the full-scale war. And Kylian Mbappe tops the Forbes list for highest earning footballers. Forbes estimate PSG forward will earn $128 million this season, leaving behind Messi and Ronaldo. After 2 months of brainstorming, the ruling coalition has concluded its sharing of seats for the November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections. The meeting of the coalition held till late night yesterday has allocated 45 of the 165 House of Representatives seats for CPN Maoist Centre, 20 for CPN Unified Socialist and 2 for Rashtriya Janamorcha Party. The remaining 98 seats will be divided between Nepali Congress and Loktantric Samajwadi Party. Nepali Congress has been shouldered the responsibility of allocating seats for Loktantric Samajwadi that has claimed for 15 seats at the lower house. Nepali Congress sources say Prime Minister and Party President Sherbahadur Deuwa intends to give Loktantric Samajwadi 10 seats at the House of Representatives and 19 at the provincial assemblies. The Election Commission is to publish the final list of proportionate candidates for the November elections today. 48 parties have submitted their closed list of candidates to the Commission. The parties have till 1 p.m. today to fill in the vacant candidacies after 22 aspirants withdrew their names from the closed list. Meanwhile, parties have till tomorrow evening to submit their list of candidates for the direct category. The Commission has said parties can submit their list to the concerned election officers. CP-UML has said it will not provide election ticket to Bhim Rawal for the House of Representatives. Rawal was a contender for the post of party chairperson from the 10th General Convention. CP-UML has decided against fielding Rawal as a candidate from Acham in Sudur Paschim province. Rawal had won from the same constituency in the previous election. UML has fielded Jhapat Bohra instead of Rawal. Bohra had joined UML from CPN Maoist Centre. Poll ticket for another leader, Ghanashyam Bhusal, has also not been decided. Rawal and Bhusal had protested against unilateral ways of Oli when CPN-UML was at the helm of the government. Meanwhile, Party Secretary Yogesh Bhattarai is assured of a ticket from Taplejung, while UML is preparing to field Surendra Pandey from Chitwan 1. Pradeep Gewali is to receive election ticket from Gulmi 1, Gokarna Bishta from Gulmi 2 and Ashtalakshmi Shakya from Kathmandu 8. UML has decided candidates for all constituencies except Kathmandu 7 and 10. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked about ongoing party collaborations to make their mark in the upcoming elections. Before we go for a break, let's take a look at what they had to say.
आफू स्थापित हुनु बाहेक देश र जनताको लागि त्यसले केही फाइदा गर्दैन सत्ता पाउने एउटा सिडीको रूपमा मात्र मैले लिएको छु
सत्तामा पुग्नको लागि स्वार्थको लागि नै
गलत राजनीति संस्कृतिको विकास
राजनीति दलहरुको सत्तामा पुग्ने स्वार्थको लागि
नितान्त जनताको लागि होइन नेताहरूले चाहिँ आफ्नो स्वार्थको लागि चाहिँ
व्यक्तिगत र आफ्नो राजनीति बचाउ गर्नको लागि
सत्ता र स्वार्थको लागि गरिएको देखिन्छ
At least 4 people have died, while around 7 are missing in water-induced disasters in the past 24 hours. 6 persons of same family are missing after a landslide at Mandavi Rural Municipality, Ward number 4 of Bhutan swept the house of Bam Bahadur Rahul Wagar. A 39-year-old local resident in Palpa's Nisti Rural Municipality was swept away late yesterday. Meanwhile, in the landslide near Chandraguri municipality, Ward number 2, Deurali of Kathmandu yesterday, 3 members of a same family were killed. Elsewhere, Mandikhola of Thimuri in Ribdikot rural municipality, Palpa, swept and killed 5-year-old Prinsu Pach Bhaiya, while 2 others were left injured. Meanwhile, flood in the Narani River has inundated over 200 houses of East and West Nawalparasi. A total of 50 houses in Susta, 75 in Binaya Triveni rural municipality, and more than 50 houses of Sehari and Nandapur areas of Madhya Bindu municipality have been inundated. 85 other houses in Muktinath Ghat, Ganeshpur, Thapua and Balapur among other areas of Gularia municipality, Bardia, have been flooded. Around 400 have been displaced after many houses were inundated in Nepalganj sub-metropolis. Despite some reduction in the water level in the Narani River, the administration has urged the local residents to remain alert for possible flooding. Water level has also exceeded the danger mark in Babai and Rapti River. An estimated 3,006 people have been displaced due to the downpour in Baki. The flooded Rapti River has inundated Tiklipur settlement at Rapti Sonari rural municipality as over 3,000 local residents have been displaced. Meanwhile, landslide has obstructed the Daunne section of the east-west highway. More than a dozen landslides have also been reported in the Palpa Butwal section of the Siddhartha highway. Moving on, the judiciary's leadership is currently in a state of insecurity and confusion. Deepak Kumar Karki led the Supreme Court for 8 months after Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana was suspended following an impeachment motion. With the departure of Deepak Kumar Karki on age ground, Hari Krishna Karki is serving as the new acting Chief Justice now. However, in the face of parliamentary elections, impeachment motion and confusion over the new session of the House of Representatives, the judiciary is likely to run on an ad hoc system. Deepak Kumar Karki, who served as acting Chief Justice for 8 months, recently resigned due to the age limit of 65, paving way to the appointment of another acting Chief Justice. Even as the provision of an acting chief can allow the Supreme Court operation, the system prevents the top court from operating in a full-fledged manner. The Constitution also does not identify an acting chief as the Chief Justice. For a new Chief Justice to be appointed, the general elections should be held first, which will lead to a new government. Under the leadership of the Prime Minister, the Constitutional Council is required to recommend a new Chief Justice as per constitutional provisions. In the present status quo, the term of the suspended Chief Justice ends on 13th of December in about 2 months' time. The new government that comes in place after the November 20 elections will finally proceed with the appointment of the new Chief Justice. The scenario indicates that for the next 2 months, the country will have to manage on the acting Chief Justice. The Constitution of Nepal has identified health services as a fundamental right. Public are entitled to free basic health services. However, people are compelled to bear numerous constraints while seeking basic health services. In addition to issues related to human resources, quality service and infrastructure at government hospitals, patients face several challenges to receive existing services. People who work on daily wages are compelled to beg to generate funds for treatment of the family members. Despite many services being available for free, patients are still compelled to pay a certain charge. Following the implementation of federalism, the government has embraced the policy of providing well-facilitated health services in all districts. However, rural districts do not even have basic health services. Public are compelled to reach headquarters or the capital to ensure treatment at well-facilitated hospitals. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why are the public compelled to suffer even to receive basic health services? Your options are A, government indifference, B, less health institutions, and C, lack of information. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Nepal have crashed out from the AFC Under-17 Asia Cup qualifiers. A 5-0 crushing defeat against host Vietnam saw Nepal bow out of the tournament with a game in hand. Prior to this, Nepal had suffered a 3-0 defeat against Thailand. A successive defeat meant Team Nepal could not keep their hopes of progressing to the AFC Cup as one of the 6 best runners-up. Nepal are without a point in Group F. In the match yesterday, played at the Phu Tho Stadium, Nepal conceded 4 goals in the first half alone before letting in another in the second 45 minutes. Nepal coach Urjan Shrestha said that many errors in the first half led to the team's defeat. In another match played yesterday, Thailand secured a 3-1 win over Chinese Taipei. Nepal will now play their last match of the tournament against Chinese Taipei. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.